Hey guys, welcome to Samco Workshop. This is Jason Samkovic, and we finally have this vacuum. I've wanted this vacuum for about 6 years for car detailing and stuff like that. Reason I never bought one is I already had a really good Stanley shop vac that worked pretty well that I've had for like the last 15 years. I said as soon as it would die, this would be the one I would get. Well, when we moved, I decided not to take that vacuum. I was actually selling a bunch of other stuff in my garage, and one of the guys that bought stuff said, "Hey, is that shop vac for sale?" I said, "Yep, sure is. Go ahead, take it." Knowing that when I got down here, this would be the one I was going to get. And I wanted it forever. It's not a lot of money. It's like 80 bucks for the vacuum. And then it's another 50 bucks for this attachment set, which is key. And this will work on any shop vac. This is not specific, even though it's rigid, it's not specific to this one. But this is like, as far until you get into like custom extractors and things like that, this is like the go-to automotive detailing vacuum. This vacuum just straight up rocks. We're going to break this stuff down and show you what we got here. Let's set this aside for a minute. We'll come back to it. Looking at the vacuum, just came today. Like I said, I know about it. I bought one as a gift for Joe, my other photographer, and you guys seen him on my hunting channel and stuff too. But so I already know all about this. Bought one for him too, and love it. But I just couldn't justify buying one when I already had that other one. Now, we don't have one, we need one, we got this. So, what we get here, let's take a look at some of the stuff in here we have, okay? And there's reasons that we have that other attachment set up, but it's not a mandatory. You could get by with just this vacuum and have a lot of the same functionality, which I will show you. Okay, but let's show you what we got here and what it comes with and what our details are, what we have. So, we have, that out of the way, the vacuum. It is a 4-gallon, 5-horse. This is sweet, simple, easy. It rolls. It's got wheels, so it's easy to pull it around your garage, park it wherever you want. Incredible storage tray on the back to be able to put all your accessories in. You have a very long power cord. That's nice. That means that often you won't need extension cords. And you have, these are your attachments that you get. And I believe this one does not come with brushes unless they're on the inside. I can't remember. Let's take a look. Yep, they do. So you got another brush there, and you have your filter already installed on here for you too, which is nice. Here's your instruction manual, the warranty card, which is warranted, I think, for life. Registration, failure to complete warranty. I can't read that because it's different language. I don't know, but it's never going to give you a problem. Thing's just amazing. Okay, so like I said, one of the best vacuums out there, especially for the car detailing stuff, because of the functionality on it. Let me get that set. I'm fighting that cord, but this thing here is just awesome. So, we have the vacuum, okay? Sweet, simple, easy, functional as well, too. It has locking connections on there, which is also very nice. On your end of your hose, here, too. Now, the hose that it comes with, this hose is not bad. Okay, it's a little short. I think it's like 7 feet or something like that, 7 feet or something. But it is, it's going to kink real easy. Okay, it's going to kink like that. If you pull this around a car wheel, it's going to kink shut, and you're not going to get the suction. So it's not a horrible hose. It's just not a very good one, and it's a little short. Okay, it's not horrible. It's functional, but there's better out there. But you do get this set up. You have all of your extensions on here. This is going to come in and attach, and it locks right there. So you can't, that lock that you're seeing here means that it's not going to pull out. If you go to pull this across your garage, you grab the hose and you just pull the vacuum, you're going to pull the actual vacuum is going to come with you and roll. The hose does not pop out because it's got this little simple functional little lock right there that works excellent. And you have the locking sides on these too, which will lock as they go together. Okay, this slides in, but then as you connect these pieces together, they lock also and create another lock on there. You can extend these all the way out to that distance. That's a heck of a wand on there right there. You know, that's a 36-inch, I'm guessing, kind of extension piece on there, which is nice. And then you have your small little, again, locking, but you have a smaller, you know, angled head on here if you want to use. And you also have the actual, I don't even know what these pieces are called name-wise, but you see you got your different attachments on there. These are nice. They are functional. This one here does come in kind of handy for on the vacuums and for getting into things. There is better for cars, but this does work very well. This stuff will work very good for around the house, in the shop, things like that that you want to do. So it's definitely not a bad setup. That's what you're getting with this vacuum, is these components here, this kind of stuff I don't need. But so we set this off to the side. We have the vacuum. This is beautiful too because we have this container part on here. So with this setup, you can take and stick all of these right in here, and you don't have to worry about losing them. And they don't have to be fancy or stuck somewhere weird, but I mean, you have all that storage that keeps this whole entire thing together. These are designed for you to wrap your cord right around this so that you don't have to ball this back up and you don't have to worry about where it's going to go, this cord. So unwrap it. Well, actually, and like I said, we got a lot of cord length on here. I mean, tremendous amount of cord. I don't know what it is. I'm guessing probably 15 feet, 20 feet, something like that. You can look it up if you want to, but it wraps right around the actual vacuum. So you can wrap this up when you're done, put it right on here like this and just wrap it and not have to worry about it getting tangled up or getting, you know, or having to roll it a special way. You can just wrap it like you would a normal vacuum. So this whole kit becomes nicely tucked together like this. It's a perfect little vacuum, okay? Absolutely perfect little vacuum. I will show you the, again, I'm not going to vacuum anything up with it right now, but I will show you the power of this. We'll plug it in once and let you see, just as we do it for the heck of it here. Okay, so when we plug this in, oh, wrong side, there we go. I mean, this thing has a lot of power. Simple on and off. There's a lot more power to this than you're ever going to need. And then when you start really minimizing your sizes and narrowing that up, it's going to work a lot even much got enough power to do everything you're going to do in automotive stuff and vacuuming anything you're going to want to do. So fantastic, fantastic vacuum. Like I said, I know enough about it because of the fact that I wanted it for so long because of what it does in the world of auto detailing and how often it's used. Apparently my thing is, there we go. Put that back up so we don't need it. But straight up amazing vacuum. Now, what do you get with that kit? What's the advantage to that? Well, these things here are nice, okay? All this stuff is not bad. We're going to set this off to the side. We'll set them right here for now. Okay, these are the attachments that it comes with, again, as we saw. Now, the auto detailing kit for this, which, like I said, is so nice having that tray on here. This thing is just, it weighs next to nothing. It's so functional. God, it's such a nice vacuum for the money. Now, this kit, what we're getting here, this is the auto detailing kit. So we are getting a bunch of quality stuff on here. First off, we are getting this one here for getting into crevices, okay? Very nice, gets into tight places. It is rubber flexible. However, over time, this will crack and these will break. When that happens, just cut it off flush and then use it without that option. So it's a nice option for a while. You can buy a replacement of this for like 15 or 16 bucks if you want another one that replaces, or you can just cut that off and then just use it as a regular non-flexible one. But you do have that flex factor in there, which is kind of nice, and it lasts for a while. Eventually, it's going to go. When it does, buy a new one or just cut it off and use it without it. You get this nicer kind of extractor style, you know, like this for working on the centers of your floors and all that stuff, and the floor mats, which works out fantastic. You get some adapters on here for different size hoses. Like I said, this is a rigid kit, but it is universal to other vacuum cleaners. So you don't have to have this one to use this. They give you different adapters for different sizes that are out there. You also get two brushes. These are very nice. Sucks in through the middle. This is a more coarse brush for working on carpets and things like that. And as you vacuum that, as it agitates with the brushes, it's sucking it in through the middle. So very good design with this really nice open to suck that in and still work that stuff out. Fantastic brush for doing carpets. And then they give you a much softer one if you wanted to use. I would not use this like on dashboards and interior type setup like that, but it is good for if you wanted to use it like on leather. You get stuff in the little dabs of the leather seats and or vinyl seats and things like that you can't get out real good, or on your neoprene seat covers or your regular cloth seat. But on your seats, this is a good one for that because it agitates as it goes, and when it agitates, it's going to shoot that dirt right and suck it right into there. So those are both very handy. Then you have the actual hose. Now this hose is longer. This is, I think, 10 feet, so it's a lot longer, which means you don't have to fight with the vacuum going from front door to back door to, you can use this, you can leave the vacuum there and just work the hose. Again, we have that same locking mechanism on here too, which is going to make it where this is not going to get away from you. Put it on and it locks. Okay, there it is. That locks in and the same thing, so you can pull the vacuum around. This is non-kinking. You cannot kink this, okay? Can't even really crush it. That's the beauty of this. And it's non-marring, and it is designed for what we do as detailers. So it is a much heavier duty quality hose that's not going to give you any fits. Again, just a big difference from this one. This one's not bad, but if I fold that in half, we just kink shut. Done right there, okay? Again, not horrible. But this one, for all the stuff you get for the money, well worth it. Look, you can't even kink it. Okay, just a great hose. And all of your adapters right here, like that, set right in, and you are good to go. Fully functional setup. Pops right in, set. Take this one off, put this one on, pops right in, set. Right there. And swiveling. Okay, this swivels. That's nice. You don't have to fight to twist the hose to get your adapters to work. Like if you got to get into a crevice, you're working this way, but then you got to get up that way. See, I have to, on a lot of them, you got to turn and fight that hose to work that way, and that's fatigue on your hand. This one, you just turn the nozzle, and you can keep the hose at the same. So it gives you that flexibility. This whole adapter spins in here, which is really, really nice. So even with your brushes, you can work over here. Then when you got to get up on the side, instead of fighting and twisting that hose, I can just twist that brush, and now I can do it that way with the hose still being level rather than putting it there and I got to fight it, and as soon as I let go it spins, not having to torque and mess with that. So just a fantastic setup that you get with this, and for a very decent amount of money. Altogether, with shipping and stuff like that, you're basically looking at about 150 bucks. Ish. That's taxes, shipping, your whole kind of deal, everything like that. I think mine came to $143 is what I paid for this, for everything that you're seeing, plus those other adapters on there and stuff. Now, I'm curious how will these fit on this too? Not that I would probably ever use these, but nope, I'd have to go to an adapter of some sort to get that to probably work, and I'm not taking everything off and messing with it. So since these will not, basically these are going in that bucket bin right there, which will end up right in the garbage. So I won't even use any of those attachments that came with it. This here is my whole world. Okay, this one for the main big flat areas of the carpet. This one for all my crevices. These ones for agitation. These adapters, like I said, I'll probably never use either. And we are set. This is that whole combination, that whole setup. The amazing rigid 4-gallon 5-horse vacuum, the car detailer kit, model numbers on here for you. If you are interested in it, where is it? Right here. This is the car detailer kit. There is the model number right there of what this is. Okay, so we have that. And the model number for this vacuum, throw that stuff in here so I can pick it up, is right here. The WD, right there, whatever that is, WD 4070. Okay, that's these two pieces right here. I will have links down to them below for you. And they're not just sold at Home Depot. Now, Home Depot is a great place to buy it. That's where I bought it from. But they do sell them at Amazon. They have them in a bunch of different places. So check around, see where the best price is. But this is that ultimate, simple, functional, shop vac setup for car detailing or for anything you need. And again, I can put all of this stuff, can fit right in here. And have it, I got room to spare in this little tray, which is fantastic. Now the hose has to just be rolled up, but since it's non-kinking, it's very easy to do this just like a fire hose and just roll it up nice and tight like this, and then set it right on here like that, and you are in business, and then that just goes in the corner of your garage, and you are tucked away and set up. So You know, you can lock this in if you want to. I might put a simple twist tie on it just to hold that together, but that is that setup. Functional, easy. If I don't want that up there, I can take it down, put it in here. I mean, again, you got options for anything you want, any way you want, anywhere you want. It's a fully functional vacuum system that'll work on cars better than pretty much anything out there, especially in this price range. So it's a fantastic kit for you. Great setup. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Oh, I will also add another thing on here that I forgot to mention. How would you use this as an extractor? Okay, so because it is a wet-dry vac. So an extractor for car detailing, what that means is, so after we vacuum the car and we get that done, and there is some tricks and techniques. Now I showed you those brushes in here. Let's take this off of here for a minute and just set this hose off to the side. But I showed you how you can use these brushes and you can agitate that carpet and roll, and it's going to suck all that vacuuming up. Okay, that works really good. That is a great option. Another option that you can do is to take something like my random orbital that I use for paint correction and take this and then plug it in and just set it like this right on the actual carpet. What it's going to do is vibrate that whole entire thing. So if I were to plug this in, even just to show you as an example, and I put it on a low mode, and I let it just sit here, it's going to just vibrate this table. Vibrates that whole thing. Well, it'll do that to your carpet too. It's going to vibrate that carpet, and all the sand is going to jump up out of there, and then you can do it. Now I would put a pad on here just to save this Velcro, so I would just put one of my junk pads on it, set it right on there with a, you know, and just let it and let it vibrate that entire carpet. Is going to draw all that dirt to the surface, and then I can vacuum it up. So it's kind of an easy little trick rather than going back and forth and fighting with that stuff the whole time. And alright, this thing might be going in the garbage because I'm about done with it. Start sucking things up or you're about done. This thing's about 17 years old. Still seems to work, but it's getting pretty weak now. But so you can do something like that with your random orbital, or you can use a sander if you have like a vibrating sander, like one of these. We'll do the same concept. You can use one of these little sanders like this, okay, and just take that and set it on there. It's going to vibrate, and when it does, all that sand is going to jump up, and it's going to be exposed for you to be able to. It makes it a lot easier to vacuum. But now an extractor part, which this can be used as what you're trying to accomplish with an extractor. Let me see here. Where is what? That is WD-40. Where is my... must be in the house. I'm assuming it's in the house, but let's just say that it was this right here. But so I use Zap It. Okay, Zap It is an incredible cleaner. I've done it in other videos. I have a jug of it right here. I do have a spray bottle of it someplace, but like I said, it might very well be in the house. I'm not sure. But this is Zap It right here. This is an incredible stain remover. Superior products. You get it right at O'Reilly's by the gallon. You mix this down 4-to-1, so you get a lot of bang for your buck. 20 bucks a gallon, but again, you're getting 5 gallons out of it. So a very good deal. But I will take that in a spray bottle, and what I'm going to do is with the vacuum, but I'm going to, after I vacuum it, I'm going to spray that Zap It all over the carpet in there, everywhere I want, spray it in real good, and then I'm going to agitate it with a brush again, whether I use a drill brush like this on my drill and hit it with that, or I use a hand brush and I get it with this and scrub everything down. I'm going to do that while it's wet. When it's dry, I need to get this chemical out of that carpet, okay? They make machines called extractors for that are basically, they're going to inject water into the carpet to dull out and thin down and remove that chemical you put in, and then it sucks all that up. We can make the same thing with this setup. So I come in and I spray the carpet that I want to. I agitate it either way I want to agitate it. I use this pump up sprayer here with water in it, and I soak that carpet the way I want it to. Then I use this on this dry vac, or this wet dry vac, and I vacuum all that area up, and it's going to take out the water and the chemical, everything in one, leaving a perfectly clean carpet in there, which is what we want. So you don't have to have an extractor, you don't have to hook up hoses to this and do all that kind of stuff. A simple version of your spray bottle of your chemical. Don't use WD-40, use a Zap It or something. But then, and then like I said, hit it with this water container right here like that, wet it down, and then use your extractor on here and suck that up through your wet dry vac. It's going to work phenomenal for you. So when I do that, I do pull the filter off. Just take the filter right off inside there before you're doing that. It's not like you're doing it every single day, but when you do that deep cleaning, that's the method you want to do with something like this. So little extra tip for you. Again, thanks for watching.